Hi guys, this is Basic Arts here, and today I'll be teaching you the concept of points perspective. So as you can see in the video, I start off by drawing a horizontal line, which is called the horizon, and then I pick a point on the horizontal line, which is the focal or the vanishing point, where all the focus lies on that point. Basically, points perspective gives an object a 3D look. So for example, over here I will be drawing a cube. So to start off, I draw a square under the horizon line to make a perspective from top of the cube. Then I connect lines from the edges of from the corners of the square to the vanishing point. Now I draw a straight line in the middle of a vanishing on the lines I created to create the 3D look, and the other lines are discarded or erased. In this case, I'm using a pen, so I will just cut those lines off. Now I create another square on the left side of the vanishing point to show you both sides. Well, it doesn't always have to be a square. For example, buildings have squares and rectangles. So in this case, I'm drawing a rectangle, and then furthermore, I would make the rectangle into a building and to create a real life situation. And then so you can also create roads. So if you can see the lines that I've discarded, if you continue them, they will eventually form a road, and I will show you examples later on. So over here, I'm stacking a building on top of another building. In this case, I'm stacking a rectangular prism on top of another rectangular prism. Well, and usually if you have a pencil, you would erase those lines in between. And in this case, I have a pen, so I'm just going to scribble those lines. Now I'm drawing doors to the object. So I start by drawing straight lines and then a line to the vanishing point. And on the other side, the side that's facing you does not have perspective. It's just basically 2D because you're not actually seeing any 3D look to it. For example, on the window I just drew on our side of the perspective. Now if you want to write words on your buildings, you can create two parallel lines. Well, not parallel. Well, you can create two lines, and in between those lines you can write the word. For example, right here I wrote Bob, and it's in perspective. So moving on, this same application can be applied to other concepts. For example, you can create a room with using this point perspective concept. So over here I create a square, which is the wall of the room, and then I create a vanishing point, and then I extend these lines to make the corners of the room. And then so as you can see, the above is the roof and the floor and the sides of the room. And then I create a door right here. Anything behind the door is not in perspective because you're not it's from your side, so you're not basically in perspective. So for example, I start by creating a carpet, a simple carpet. So I just create two lines from the vanishing point connected with horizontal lines. And then if you want to create more complex objects, you can just simply just have two vanishing lines. And then for example, right here I'm creating a sofa, and then the curves can basically, the lines don't have to always be straight. They can be a little curvy as long as they're following the vanishing point. So in this case, I just created a rough copy of a sofa right here. And these points lie on the vanishing point. However, they're curved and they still are in perspective. So let's say I want to draw a table for our TV. So I can just draw two straight lines connected with the vanishing point. And then to create depth in the object, I use horizontal lines and connect those lines with the vanishing point again. And using the same concept, I can continue on the object, and between a scribble, but instead you can create a furnace or any pictures you have. And on top of that, I create a TV, again a vertical line that connects to the vanishing point, creating another vertical line which forms a television. And at this point, if there's anything in the TV you want to express, for example, I'm creating a box right here, and then that also can be in point perspective. So over here I have an example drawing I did a few years ago, and this is basically a room, and then all the points were in perspective. So moving on to 2-point perspective. This is a type of perspective where you have 2 points, or even sometimes even 3 points. So as you can see, here I drew a vertical line connecting the vanishing point, creating the right side of the building. Well, the right side of the building is obviously connected to the right side of the vanishing point, and whereas the left side of the building is connected to the left vanishing point. So if you can see the gap in front of the building, that can be used as a sidewalk. The one in front of that can be used as a road. Over here I'm drawing doors and garage to create the object in a real life. So right here I'm creating another building on the left side of the drawing, which is obviously connected to the left vanishing point. And then the line on top of the building is going to be horizontal, not vertical, not connected to the vanishing point, horizontal. So as you can see here, I make it horizontal, and then I'm showing you that the vanishing point line is wrong. It should be in horizontal. Here is a picture that is taken real and it follows the same point perspective, and here's a picture that is drawn. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great one.